So let's draw some cards for Taurus. So your May 2023 mini scope for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is the biggest lesson you're bringing forward from April into May, Taurus? Oh, the flow of prosperity. So are you feeling it? Are you feeling the money flowing? If not, you will be by the end of April, and you'll be bringing that energy in to May. So this is a great way to begin the month. And it's Taurus season right now, so that makes it even more special. So what will be the theme for May for Taurus natives? Freedom. Okay. So you've been feeling pretty put upon lately with all these responsibilities. It just seems to never end. It's work and at home also, and at school. It just never ends. It's something all the time. So you may be struggling to do the things that you want to do. So you're in luck, because May's theme being freedom, which will mean you'll be able to decide what you want to do and where you want to put your attention. So that's really good. Okay, so let's change decks a minute and let's look at your biggest obstacle. I'll tell you what, let me just do it from this one, and then we'll change decks. Your biggest obstacle for the month of May. Focus upon your strengths. So I would say that would translate to being that you may be feeling like you're not making the progress that you should be making at this point of your life, or even this part of the year. You may feel like you should be further along, or that you should be accomplishing more. But rather than do that, it's time to focus on your strengths. It's time to look how far you've come and look at all you have accomplished, rather than what you may feel you need to do, okay? And I think that's going to be the big theme. If you find yourself struggling during the course of the month, use positive affirmations to raise your vibration and stay positive. Focus on your strengths and your gifts, whatever they may be. Your hobbies, your creativity, your singing ability, whatever it is, rather than start down that road of despair thinking about where you should be compared to other people. So if we look at your love life, let's see. What does your love life look like for partnered or committed Taurus natives? And the card is confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Confidently approach the issues with your partner. Talk it through, hold your ground, be present, listen more than you speak, but now is the time to discuss these problems before they grow and get further out of hand. You may not feel comfortable bringing them up, but it's necessary to clear the air, and then very quickly you'll get past this as you both understand the impact of the actions. Be confident, bring it up, listen, and know that this too can be fixed with communication. And let's see, this is this deck, the Mastery of Love deck here. So let's shuffle it and see if we can get some insight into Taurus, committed Taurus natives, issues with romance and love in May. Play like a child, which goes with the Leo. So this card is the happiest moments in your life are when you're playing just like a child, when you're singing and dancing, when you're exploring and creating just for fun. It's wonderful when you behave like a child, because this is the normal human tendency. If you're struggling with your relationship with your partner, think about the things you used to do when you first got together. Did you go out dancing? Did you play board games? Did you play video games? What did you do? Have a weekend where you go back and you explore those places, or do those things together to bring that spark back into the relationship if it's not going the way you want it to go. So let's look at single Taurus natives. What kind of romance do we see coming forward for you? Adjustments are required. Okay, so if you're waiting for romance, you're waiting for that special someone to appear, you're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to actually go out there. You're going to have to answer those text messages, and you're going to have to Be accessible, because I know you've been working really hard. You've been focused on other avenues of your life, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But if you want to make a love connection, you're going to have to put yourself out there where you can be approached. And someone is very close to you now that can help you with this. So if someone is inviting you out after work for drinks or something like that, or wanting you to go, say, shopping on a Saturday morning, it might be the thing to do because you don't know who you're going to run into. But Spirit will put someone in your path once you get out a little bit more. So let's look at the love card here for a little bit of added information. Let's see. Love and compassion and respectful. Love is compassionate and respectful, but doesn't feel sorry for anyone. If someone falls, compassion helps you to say, stand up, you can do it. Compassion comes from respect and is the result of knowing that others are strong enough and intelligent enough to make their own choices. If you are in a sort of relationship with someone, or you're seeing someone and they're not being respectful towards you, this is the sign to cut the ties with that person and move on, because love is compassionate and respectful. You shouldn't be with somebody who talks down to you or someone who makes you feel less than. And there's some really good quotes online about no one can make you feel a certain way, only you can do it. And that is true. That is true in a healthy relationship. But if you're in a relationship that's toxic, it's completely different. Because if you're constantly being bombarded by negativity, by someone belittling you or talking about you in a negative manner, then of course they're going to influence your thoughts. Can you hear the birds in the background? Wow, they're really loud. I'm doing this live. So let's look at your career, Taurus. What's in store for you career-wise in the month of May? Well, the birds got extra loud. They're excited. And the card is the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So we've already seen you in the flow of financial gain because you started at the end of April and you're bringing that forward into May. And now we see the energy is gaining momentum. So the seeds that you planted January maybe, or maybe even last year, are coming to fruition. They're not there all the way yet, but you are moving forward and you are moving closer to your goal. So keep doing what you're doing at work, keep steady on, basically. The energy is gaining momentum. You don't want to quit now right before things change or come forward in the way that you want. Let's look at your health. Taurus's health forecast for May 2023. Ooh, fertility. Okay, so this card could mean a new child, or it could also mean a new business opportunity. It could mean that you're developing a new hobby. When we look at this in a health reading, it basically means, yeah, this is a fertile time for you. So yes, there is a possibility of a child. That could also mean that you could adopt, or you could end up with someone who has children. If this is something you're looking forward to, great, continue on. If this is not something you're interested in, then keep that in mind and do everything you can to avoid the fertility. So how will the energy play out towards the end of the month? By the end of the month, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So we've seen quite a bit of fire energy for you this month. We had the Leo card, now we have a Sagittarius card. So look at the bigger picture. A lot is happening in your life, Taurus. On the surface, you may feel rather disappointed that you're not making the progress that you want. But on the other hand, so much is happening. So much is happening. How could you be anything but inspired by all that you've accomplished? True, you didn't get elected president this month and you didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize, but you did accomplish a lot. Celebrate your success and look at the bigger picture. Look at how things are moving forward in your life and you're being guided towards the correct path for success. I hope this mini reading helped you. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Let's thank the patrons and the community members for making this and all the videos possible. If you would like to know more, you can click the button here for community or follow the link to Patreon. Each has their own specific perks and rewards. So thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings.